And congrats on re-signing with Toronto, first of all. I'm just curious for you how the process played out. And you got so close to the window. So why did the Argos make it enticing not to get there and talk to other teams?
I appreciate it too. First of all, let me start that by saying that. But man, just when you really just sit down and think about it and everything this city and this team has to offer and what we built, what I'm saying, having my family here and just the team going in a direction that, I think is positive and I think it'll be helpful and grateful to me at this point in my career.
And what did it mean to you to have them continue to sort of push the linebacker market ahead in terms of what you got in dollars and cents?
It means everything. In a lot of ways, that's why I do, play the game and, just to help raise the bar. I believe it's a lot of linebackers in this league that's deserving of, a payday, you could say. And just because, we control the field, we're all over the place, we're like the quarterback on the other side of the ball. So I just feel like we bring so much to the game and I've just been blessed to be in this position.
We've seen the receiver market sort of get blown up in a way with, Geno Lewis, $320,000, Kenny Lawler, 285. Do you think it's time that that kind of swings toward the dynamic defensive players in the league like you and the other guys that you would put in that category?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Like I said, I think a lot of guys in this league are deserving of, huge paydays and just kind of pushing that market and understanding, what we bring to the league as far as, fan bases and excitement to the game and just, expanding the trajectory of where, we want the league to go and, how we want to value our players.
Thanks, Wynton.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin. Let's go to David Morassutti, Sportsnet.
Uh, hey, Wynn, first of all, congratulations on the new deal. When you look at and you said like we've had a lot of success, but we're not done yet. What do you in your mind? What does that mean for you to try to accomplish more for a team that you've won two Grey Cups with?
Just to really see, I think greatness really has no end, honestly. And, just to see, where this thing takes us and how hard we could push the envelope and, what else we could bring out of each other, as players and as coaching staff and as front office. What else greatness can we pull out of this, and just continue to, like I said, elevate, the organization, man.
With your status solidified, how much are you now playing the role of potentially recruiter for your team? Because it looks like there's going to be the pitch of you guys needed to fill a lot of holes, especially on that defense.
Yeah, they haven't honestly even reached out to me about recruiting and trying to help in as much. We got a lot of faith and a lot of trust in what pinball and the front office people have planned. And a lot of times, you just kind of feel what you need and things kind of play itself out, but you kind of feel other players want to be a part of what you're building. So, a lot of times it's not hard to, actually go out and just recruit.
And a final one for me, what does it mean to have Cameron Judge being opposite of you on that linebacking core and have him in the fold?
And I think it's gonna be exciting. I think it's gonna be hard hitting. He's been a great player for a long time. Makes a lot of plays, all over the ball, smart, instinctive player. So I'm just kind of ready to learn from him and kind of see what I can take from his game and probably vice versa from him. So
All right, thanks, Win. Congratulations.
thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Thanks, David. Let's jump over to Griff. Griff, go ahead.
Hi, Wynn. First of all, congratulations on signing a new contract. Just wanted to ask you, not only for yourself, but what it mean for you and your family to know that, hey, you have job security in Toronto and you know your long-term future is going to be in the city?
Man, it's great. Like I said, the city has so much to offer, and I could just feel the love, and I just feel, like I said, the want to and the expansion, and people wanting to be a part of what the Argos have, and it's beautiful. What greater place would you want to be, man? Toronto has everything you can need, man, and everything you could want, and the coaching staff, they are, you know, easy to work with. Like I said, we kind of just feed off each other. We know how we bounce off each other, and my family's comfortable here, and it's just something beautiful to have my son a part of it too, and my daughter now.
Exactly. And then even too for yourself, like as a leader from this team, then what's the main message that you want to carry into the 2025 season for this Toronto Argonauts as you look to defend your Grey Cup championship?
You know what it takes to be great and what it takes to get the job done and achieve your goal. Um, Continue that and it never stop. Once you've achieved it, you understand that it takes that, and now it takes even more. And you just got to understand that, it's going to take even more now. You can't rest and be happy with what you just did. It's going to be harder. You got a target on your back now, and, it's not the same team. It's never the same team. So, my thing is just understand what it takes to be great.
That's what I meant to more or less, just because you know every year how it is a different changing in, but more so not just for the guys coming back, but then also too for the new guys that are coming in to expect that heightened sense of expectation within the city of Toronto and the CFL.
Yeah, every year, things change like the season. Honestly, this is how the league works and how the sport works. And, it's a beautiful thing to see because you get to learn and meet new people and, you just get to see, like I said, you kind of build that method and that, that recipe for greatness and the recipe for winning. And you understand that when you're able to do that year in and year out with different players and different people and just build from the ground up. So, it's kind of exciting. It's bittersweet.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Wynton. Congratulations.
Thanks, Griff, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Griff. Let's circle back to Justin Dunk, 3 Down Nation.
When I'm curious how you view the guys in front of you, because literally a chunk, if not all of the starting defensive line is gone. Flo gets traded to Calgary. Jake Ceresna agreed to terms. Nedmonton, Brinkman as well, and Robbie Smith too. Who are some guys that are on the roster now that could step up and fill those roles in front of you?
Man, we got some young guys. Like I said, Jordan Williams, he's still here. He's still on the roster, man. Fresh legs, great size, great mobility. Understand the game and wants to get better. And I think he had a good year, playing in and rotating with a lot of those guys. And sometimes, man, like you said, it's just going to take everybody coming together. We got a lot to build off of. We got a lot to kind of curate and still see, and it's still early. So, we really don't know how things are going to shake out right now, though. But, man, I'm not nervous. I'm not scared a bit, honestly.
It seems for whatever reason that the Argos have been able to find those guys on the defensive line and even in the back end, but you've been that constant there. So what is it about this team being able to develop guys in those positions?
Man, having guys come in with the attitude that I want to learn and I want to get better. I think that's the biggest thing. A guy like me, I'm not going to withhold any information, me. So, anything that I have to teach, anything that I have to give, or, I say, I give that. It's up to you to take it and receive it. And year in and year out, we've had guys come in that's just willing to learn and wants to learn and ask these questions. So, hopefully it continues. And, it's my job to make sure that it continues. And, we're going to do great business in that.
Are you talking to some of your guys right now, like let's say Royce Metchie or Deshaun Amos, to try to entice them to re-sign like you did?
Yeah, man. It's all a business. I want them to, be happy and to go where they feel most comfortable and do what's right for them and their family. But I would love to have them back. You know how that is. Those are my guys. We've been together for a long time. So, anytime I'm talking to them now, it's going to be, something positive about the Argos. So, and where else would you want to be?
Right on. Thanks, Wynton.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Justin. Let's go to Mike Hogan, Argonauts.
Hey, Mike.
Congrats, man. Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've had some time to think about it now. Is the Grey Cup the best game you ever played?
Beautiful. Best game I've ever played, man. Best game I've ever been a part of. The fans, the atmosphere, the lead up and build up to the game, man, and just playing it out. And it's always better when you win, but I think even just going and being there to experience it's one of a kind.
Is that the best game you personally have ever played?
I wouldn't say it's probably the best game I've played. It's probably the game I probably had a great effect in. like a big effect in. But myself, it's still a lot of things that I feel like I left out there. So I don't feel like that's my best game, honestly.
So does that drive you a little bit more? Does that give you more confidence heading in? Because you didn't get a chance to play in 22. You finally got a chance to play on the biggest stage, and like you really took advantage of it. Like, what does that do to your psyche moving forward?
Um, for me, like I said, it just kind of drives me to keep going and figure out why did Brady have those, big runs in the game, and what did I do wrong, and those tackles that I may have missed. So, that's what kind of bugs and drills in my mind. I want to hold them to 5 yards, 1 yard. You know what I'm saying? So, man, anytime, like, I'm happy that I'm blessed to be able to play the game through. But man, I want to pitch a perfect game. I'm itching to pitch a perfect game.
Thank you, sir. You wear that Argo logo well.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike. Candid Frank Live. Frank Stanici, go ahead.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. How you doing?
Very good. It was good to see you and your family enjoy the Grey Cup. It was a lot of fun watching all the happiness, as it is every time I go to the Grey Cup, watching the winners. I've also been there, and this might be a bit of a tough question. I apologize for it in advance, but what really strikes me, you are the perfect example for me. I've never seen back-to-back championships. The first one before this last one, where I've seen so much sadness and unhappiness, and how tortured you were by the fact that you were injured and couldn't play. Did this past one make up for that? And what made you stronger because of that previous experience?
Great question. Being to me, it does, but it doesn't make up for it. And I will say that, like you said, not being a part of those, Grey Cups in my mind, I feel like I have to be a part of 2 more Grey Cups just to be able to match the ones that I've missed. You get what I'm saying? And play all the way through. So it does drive and give me confidence, just to know that, in these games, in the past, you probably would have had a great effect and, you weren't able to. So it just drives me to keep going, man, and get to more Grey Cups and try to win as many as we can.
You're given they don't put a C on football jerseys often. You're a leader. As a leader, it must be really tough to leave the team that you love so much. What in particular do you think is that keeps you here with the Argonauts, knowing full well that you could probably make more money somewhere else?
Man, the love of the organization, the love for the fans, the love for the city, just, them being able to do what they can for me. And, they make things easy, down to the strength staff and the athletic staff. Everybody just kind of does a great job here, and there's one family here. And, you just get that feeling, and it's hard, like you said, knowing that being at a place for 3 years like I have been, just knowing where you come from. And when I got there, they opened up with open arms to me. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't any pushback. It was, what do you need here, or do you need anything here? And man, they've been nothing but grateful to me. So that just drives me to go out and, just try to help this team be as great as we can. Whatever team is there, whatever we're going through, whatever hardships we face throughout the season, it's not for no reason. We were selected for this, and, this is a team built to withstand anything that happens.
Wynton, thanks for doing this. Look forward to covering you all year. Your enthusiasm, and the only quality I can say I like the most about you is, do I see a toothpick in your mouth?
You better know it.
There it is. Okay. See you soon.
Yeah, it's always there. You can assume it. Thank you.